Well, you've arrived. The road's been difficult, and for some of you, it's been long. CGA students study with us for as many as 10 years, or as few as 2. And where we come from is certainly varied. Where we will pursue our careers from here includes an extraordinarily broad spectrum of opportunities. Many of those opportunities are not even in existence yet. But we all converge here as CGAs, and we all benefit from the creation and support of our shared brand. Flexibility. You hear that word all the time, certainly in a CGA event. There are older and younger Albertans among you. Some of you began your quest to become a CGA from some very unique places. I know of one among you, for example, with a master's degree in neuroscience. And gender balance was achieved a long time ago with CGA, as 56% of CGA members and students are female. Some of you chose us as a logical conclusion to an undergraduate degree in accounting, and a few of you joined us from your MBA or PhD studies. That flexibility in access leads to variability in what we offer, which leads to breadth in our collective influence, and which in turn leads to an incredible shared opportunity that we have together. You know, someone once told me that CGA needed to find its niche in the accounting profession. That's nonsense. Because together, we are everything which business people can aspire to. We're not part of the profession today. We are the profession. Now, much is made today in Canada of the need to facilitate access to professions by immigrants, by newcomers to our country. Well, look around. We come from everywhere. And that flexibility that I started to speak about concludes not just with a high standard for our profession, but with a delivery system designed to accommodate the varying needs and capabilities of those within it. There is not one single way to access the accounting profession, and that's why we continue to be the #1 choice for those who choose to pursue an accounting career. So what's the point of all this? Well, it's in our name, for one thing, Certified General Accountant. That general is the place where people from varied backgrounds and with a broad collection of professional interests all converge. We became the accountants for Canadian business. Canadian business is conducted inside and outside of Canada. And from that broad and expansive future, we all speak the language of business. We are the accounting profession in its broadest, most contemporary form. And we're well prepared to go where our society, our clients, our interests, and our opportunities lead us. That flexibility and that variability of opportunity and that future are all fueled today by what you know and what you can do. We have just challenged you to prove it, and you have done so. But beyond that, there are several things which you must preserve as you leave here, and they'll take considerable effort from this point forward. The first of those things is your independence. Your judgment is now highly valued, because for one thing, it's bound by a professional obligation and standing which surpasses the title or employer on your business card. You're not part of the system. You can now legitimately aspire to run it. Your professional independence is not for sale. Guard it and protect it. It will take you far, and it will provide support and security to you and your family. You've never been better positioned to follow your passion and to do productive work which interests you. You're certified as an accountant by an organization which was itself created by an act of the legislature of the province of Alberta, the Regulated Accounting Profession Act. Now, legislatures only act in the public interest, And our connection to the public interest and the public good is our organizational source of independence. We will be guided that way, and we need your support on that path. Ironically, I suppose, we best protect our shared interest by placing the public interest above all else. So we're not a union, we're a special interest group. You didn't just get another degree or diploma. Your opportunity and your obligations are living, breathing, and changing. To fully realize them, you must change with them. The diversity of opportunity I celebrated a few moments ago has a cost. It may be trite to say, but things change. Your general background prepares you to learn, and our shared goal of protecting the public interest requires that you never stop doing so. But it's not simple, because much of what you'll be doing 10 years from now does not even exist today. You can't really plan for that in any sort of detail, but your diverse background and your already flexible predisposition will at least prepare you for the inevitable adaptation. So clearly, in the public interest, our work in continuing professional development is mandatory, and for you from here. Now let me give you a couple of contemporary examples. Outside of the insurance industry, who even thought about the notion of risk management 10 years ago? But today, it's a key focus of professionals in corporate governance everywhere. What about the sole public practitioner doing one audit 10 years ago? She worked hard and was diligent in discharging her obligations to her clients and under accounting standards. But if she missed the subsequent changes and escalation in those standards, a great practice review then has become a serious problem now. Things change. Many of those changes are in the basic requirements of the game, the table stakes. Other changes lead to opportunity, and new opportunities have tremendous profit attached to them, at least initially. Be ready and stay ready. Your CGA organization will do its part as a thought leader and training facilitator. When you chose CGA as your brand, you are selecting a group of people and an organization engaged in a cooperative effort to promote and sustain our shared reputation. Our collective success in that pursuit depends on three things. The first is the integrity and relevance of the CGA product. We assess that frequently, and in fact, we're doing so now, considering market-responsive changes to what we ask students to study. You may even be asked to participate in that effort. From there, we're concerned about the credibility of our product in areas such as ethics and the integrity of our membership. We sell public confidence, and our code of ethics aligns us with the public interest. So your professional behavior in accordance with that code reflects on all of us. The third factor is our promotion of our CGA brand. We certainly advertise who we are, and you'll see indirect brand promotion as well in much of our public policy work. But you are still our best promotional asset, because you model what an outstanding professional in a CGA should be. And those who we wish to attract as clients, employers, or members will take us seriously as a result of you. Now, you can assist very directly in promoting our brand through student recruiting, our public policy development work, and contact which you have in your community and business organizations. No amount of advertising will surpass the impact of a positive direct sale, a sale that you make every day in your professional and personal lives. So here's your first sales opportunity as a new CGA. Beyond some initial small investment, it's relatively effortless, and it represents what we should expect and in fact demand from each other anyway. Now on Monday, and don't put this off, please do the following. If CGA is not on your business card, please put it there. If CGA is not already on your letterhead or in use in your correspondence, please add it there. And third, If CGA is not on your email signature, please add it there. And finally, hang those beautiful certificates that you've just earned on your office wall. They are really going to look great there, and you've been looking forward to doing it. So let's achieve those basic promotional steps together. There are now over 5,000 CGAs in Alberta, and if we do at least those things, it will make a significant difference. And let's go further. Let's impose some collective self-discipline here. Remind any of your CGA colleagues who forget. I will. So let me close by telling you again what you will hear from so many others here. I'm proud of you for what you've already accomplished. I'm honored and delighted to have you as a professional colleague. And I'm excited for what I know lies ahead of you. You will help take us all even further than we've already been. And I'm also grateful to you. I'm grateful that people of your caliber have honored us by becoming one of us, by becoming a CGA. So I hope you have fun tonight. And I have one final formality for you before you get to that fun, and it's not an exam. I wonder if you would stand with me, and I want to recite with you the CGA Oath of Obligation. Could you please repeat after me? I'm waiting to see if it comes up on the screen. I guess not. All right. As a certified general accountant, I acknowledge that I have an obligation to society and my profession. I therefore do sincerely promise and solemnly swear to discharge actively this obligation and more specifically, to recognize my obligation to society in conducting my personal and professional relationships, to uphold and advance the standards of my profession in the interests of the public, myself, and my colleagues, to keep myself fully informed of developments in my profession, and to cooperate with others in the use of our common knowledge, to guard the interests of my principals and employers whose trust I hold, and to advise them wisely and honestly, to deal with my fellow workers fairly and openly, sharing my acquired knowledge and experience, to conduct myself in accordance with the spirit and the letter of the law, and the regulations, bylaws, and code of ethics of the Certified General Accountants Association of Alberta. All this I do swear without any equivocation, mental evasion, or secret reservation. Please remain standing. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and join me as we welcome Alberta's 417 newest certified general accountants.